So one of the skills that I learned when cutting safety glass is that you have to cut both ends, use alcohol to warm the adhesive in between the glass, and then cut it with a straight blade or safety knife. So as you can see, we have alcohol, we have glass cutter, we have a lighter for combustibility, we have a safety glass. A glass cutter. So what we do first is cut our piece of glass the same dimensions as we have of the original damaged piece. Next in the process, we take our measurement, which for this particular piece is going to be 17 3/4. 17 3/4. So if we look at the original piece here, 17 3/4, we make our marks 17 3/4. Then we line up our straight edge. With the straight edge in place, you're able to make a straight line, straight cut, straight score with your trusty glass cutter here. And then just for checks and balances, measure twice, cut once. Look here, and we have 17 3/4. And again 17 3/4. So we're good with this. Okay, so what we have now is a single piece of glass have been scored on both sides. Both have been scored at 17 3/4. Now it's time for the break. So with the exception of a couple of jagged edges here, I have successfully remembered how to cut safety glass. And that is to score both sides of the glass, use alcohol to warm the glass after scoring, gently crack the glass, working it so that the adhesive is exposed, and then cutting the adhesive with a knife. I shall now continue with sanding and filing down this piece, and I'll also repeat the same process to cut it lengthwise. A lot of factors can decide on which edge to cut off. As you can see here on this edge, it's kind of rough, but I can sand that down with the grinder. On this edge here, may not be able to be seen too well with the camera, but there is a little crack right here. That crack is liable to crawl if I leave this piece on my finished piece. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut this whole piece off, so I will eliminate that from being a part of my finished piece of glass. So here we have the finished product. Broken glass, 24 3/4 by 17 3/4. This is the brand new piece, 24 3/4, 17 3/4. All that's left is for the big lady to get up and start cleaning her throat. I'm going to sand down the edges, clean the glass, and that'll be all that she wrote. Thanks again for giving me the opportunity to show you some tips and tricks that I learned from Vince, the glass guy.